Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3, back to another kicking graphic novel review. I've been doing several of these recently. Last time I either promised Green Lanterns or The Batman Who Laughs, maybe Redman, but I did decide to do The Batman Who Laughs. The Barnes & Noble exclusive version, specifically. With this art, you know, with the turning Batman and the Batman Who Laughs on the book. It also comes with this card, which is one of the cover arts. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I'm probably just going to use it as a bookmark in graphic novels, to be completely honest. And then there's also the cover that comes on, it slips on. I like to leave. I take these off when I read books, but then I always put them back on. Very nice look to it. So, The Batman Who Laughs, written by Scott Snyder, art by Jacques. Scott Snyder and Jacques always do the best work together, whether it's The Witches, Detective Comics, Batman, or this miniseries. You know? They always do just such fantastic work together. Jacques' style goes so well with the feel of Snyder's works. They're a dream team. They're absolutely a dream team. But, this is a very cool miniseries, The Batman Who Laughs. I'm going to read you the back of the book and the inside cover. A Batman who laughs is a Batman who always wins. He unleashed the dark multiverse in the epic series Dark Knight's Metal. I'll review that eventually. Now, superstar writer Scott Snyder reunites with acclaimed artist Jacques, Batman Black Mirror, to set that evil alternate reality's deadliest denizens loose in Gotham City, and the original Dark Knight will never be the same. Half Batman, half Joker, combining everything that makes the Capes Crusader a hero and the Clown Prince a killer. The Batman Who Laughs is the dark multiverse's deadliest criminal mastermind. Now he's come to Gotham to turn Bruce Wayne's home into an incubator for evil. And he hasn't come alone. Emerging from another of the dark multiverse's myriad realities comes the Grim Knight. This vicious vigilante will use any weapon at his disposal to ensure that those he has marked for death stay down. A war like no other. A war of the Batman has begun as Batman's closest friends, deadliest enemies, and doppelgangers from across the multiverse get caught in the crossfire. Only one question remains. Who will have the last laugh? Discover the answer in The Batman Who Laughs, a terrifying reimagining of one of comics' greatest heroes and villains, from the premier Batman writer of all time. This special Barnes & Noble edition collects the 7-issue miniseries, the one-shot The Batman Who Laughs, The Grim Knight, and an exclusive lithograph by Greg Capullo, which is this. One of the cover arts. $30 book, by the way, but I had a gift card that someone gave me, so my brother... not my brother. Mother gave me a gift card, and I used it. Here's the inside cover. Shadows of what might have been. In Dark Knight's Metal, Batman faced a nightmarish alliance of alternate versions of himself. Each came from a separate world in the dark multiverse, where in some way, Batman strayed from the hero's path and onto something darker. All were terrifying and uniquely evil. Most of the Nightmare Batmen perished in that war, but one endures. The worst of the lot by far, the Batman Who Laughs. He is Bruce Wayne by way of the Joker, a smiling sociopath with the Batman's strategic mind and the Clown Prince's sadistic humor. To stop this amalgam's latest sinister plan, Bruce will have to outsmart him over and over again. Team with the least likely allies imaginable, and possibly even break his cardinal rule. But if Batman compromises his ethics to kill the Batman Who Laughs, will he be setting off on the dark path himself? This was a very interesting book. First off, I want to talk about the art. It's perfect. I love Jacques. I love what he does. A beautiful use of red in this book. Just the reds in this book look incredible. Just absolutely wonderful. There's so much red. And I'm not even talking about blood. I'm talking about, like, the sky. It's very well done. And so Joker, in this book, shoots himself. Like, to kill himself, and releases the toxin that will turn his murderer into the next Joker, and turns Batman into a Joker. So this whole book, Batman our Batman is transforming into the Batman Who Laughs in order to defeat him. And he kind of starts to embrace the change as the book goes along, because that change is the only way he can beat the Batman Who Laughs. And in many ways that's true. He teams up with James Gordon Jr., which is a Scott Snyder creation character, and one of my favorite Batman characters of all time. I'm almost glad he's underused, though, because if he was overused, he wouldn't be as interesting. You know what I'm saying? But it was very, very cool to see a nearly sane James Gordon Jr. Lots of wonderful gore. We find out more stuff about the Batman Who Laughs. Like, he has... I don't remember this from Dark Knight's Metal, so I'm assuming it wasn't in there. I haven't read Dark Knight's Metal since it came out. I have all the trades, but... he can see the dark multiverse with his eyes. He can see everyone's dark multiverse possibilities whenever he looks at someone. So every person the Batman Who Laughs looks at, he literally sees the worst in them. Which is very, very interesting. And then there's the Grim Knight, which is a Batman who picked up the gun in the alley and shot Joe Chill. He, I thought, was more interesting than the Batman Who Laughs in this book. The Batman Who Laughs was obviously the most interesting one in Dark Knight's Metal, even though Red Death was my favorite. But, the Grim Knight, being the newer one, was more interesting. He had all this cool tech stuff he did. There's the stuff about him and the Jim Gordon on his world that was really interesting. If you read this single issue, definitely pick up the Grim Knight one-shot, because it's really, really good. Really, really good. Lots of great Alfred in this book, too. Alfred is easily the best character in the Batman universe, and Alfred is on top of his game in this book. You feel so much emotion from Alfred. It's quite spectacular. The Batman Who Laughs has an incredible plan, and it is continuing. It is continuing. I definitely need to read the Batman Superman title. I read the New 52 Batman Superman stuff, and it was whatever. But this Batman Superman book looks like it's going to be really good. I really want to see the Shazam Who Laughs. But final thoughts on the Batman Who Laughs miniseries, Barnes & Noble hardcover edition. Pretty damn good. I really liked it. The colors were great. The art was great. The writing was great. Everything about it was great. Everything about it was really great. And the whole book, I was like, how is Batman gonna win? I had zero guesses. I was like, how the hell is Batman gonna win? I couldn't visualize a scenario where he won in this book, but it still happened, and I'm very impressed. Scott Snyder and Jacques always do great work, especially when they're together. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. If you want to rate, comment, and subscribe, check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. But I will be moving on to another book soon. Maybe Green Lanterns, maybe Red Man. Those are the ones I'm kind of feeling right now. Feeling some Green Lantern feelings, because I just got the new volume of Red Man as well. But we will see. I know I got this from Barnes & Noble, and you should support your local bookstores. But if it wasn't the Barnes & Noble edition, I would have got it from my local comic shop. So definitely, and also I had a gift card. So remember to support your local comic and gaming stores. Remember to support your local bookstores. Fuck Amazon! Amazon's okay, but still, you know, if you can support an actual bookstore, support an actual bookstore. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support, and I'll see you all next time when we have another great graphic novel review.